So we've had the goats down here about a week on this little gully right here, this ditch, and they have done a tremendous job of clearing things out. Now there's plenty more that they could work right here, but we're getting ready to move them because they've probably been on this field for 10 days to 2 weeks, and it's time to get them onto something fresh. We're gonna put them on a smaller chunk this time, but they've done an amazing job, especially around these trees. From a distance, it looks like we've got gardeners. Where's your ball at? Did you lose your ball? You freaking out? Obviously, the fence is not on right now. But you can see they've done a great job of clipping a lot of this stuff down. They've really come through here, taking a lot of it down. So that takes a lot of the pressure off of us. All I had to do was walk through right here with a weed eater and take down any grass that was sticking up, and would short out the fence, ground it out, and they've done the rest. Plus, they're over here kind of disturbing the soil a little bit, and they're going to the bathroom, and that's going to fertilize this area. And this is, you know, just clay. I've got erosion problems, but as things start to grow, it'll stabilize more. As it stabilizes more, I can bring more soil in here to pack it in. We've had some tremendous rains, and it's been pretty rough on this. So I'm probably going to bring in some rock and fill this a little bit just to help cut down on that erosion. Probably get a truckload or two of riprap. That's going to be hard work. And I was looking for them today and couldn't find them. They were laying down right over here. I don't know why. When it's 90 degrees, I would think you'd want to be up where you've got some kind of a breeze, but for some reason they wanted to be down where there was no wind.
Hey, Margot. Hi. How are you? How was your day? My goodness. Margot is very sweet to people. Hey, Shalom. Hi. Hello. Oh, Margot is mean. I am the queen. Yeah. I'm the queen, and I get all the pets and all the attention.
Sweet to you. She's not sweet to them.
She is not. Are you the queen of the castle? Ah! Oh! You're okay. Margot! That was so rude. That was rude. That was rude. Are you okay? You okay?
In addition to the pecking order of the goats and the conflict between the goat and Apollo, we're starting to see a possible issue with Aya. She's underweight when we brought her home, and we've been administering some dewormer to help control the parasites, but her stomach issues have not improved dramatically as we would have expected. Some mornings she has an appetite, but not a lot of energy for play. And it's hot, but we would expect to see more like regular puppy behavior. It hasn't been constant, and sometimes she gets very playful, so it's hard to pin down. But when you add it all together, it meant another trip to the vet with a sample for the lab.
All right, you guys gonna come help me do this fence, huh? Come on. Come on, you. Come on. Aya, come on. Come on, sweetheart. Let's go. You gonna make me pick you up a little bit, huh? We're gonna have to start leashing you. Come here, you. Oh, goodness. I don't even know what my beard looks like. I shouldn't be on camera. Whew, craziness. This is day 5, and she is full of energy today. She's starting to feel better. I think the dewormer has taken effect. She's doing well. Her stomach's starting to be a little bit better. Not fantastic, but a little bit better. Yeah, starting to get there. So hopefully we're on our way. We are changing the position of the goat fence today. Jafana was out here with me last night. We were working it until it started to get dark. And then we put that down, took care of the animals, got everybody put away for the night. I'm coming down just to get it set up before the day starts. And we're gonna put them on some new ground. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna lessen their parasite load. All this area right here, where it's kind of high grass, I had let that grow because we knew the goats were coming. And they've been in here working the weeds really well. They put a lot of hard pressure on the weeds. This was a thick blackberry patch. They worked it down pretty good. They worked those trees and they took care of the ditch. So we're putting them on another section of the ditch and giving them a smaller area of pasture. And so they're gonna work that, and we'll see what happens with that over the course of a couple weeks, and then we'll move them again. I'm gonna come in here today after work with the Ventrac, and I'm gonna mow this all down. And that combination of goat manure and the green manure from the cuts is going to help enrich this soil. And this winter, I'm gonna come in here with the scarifiers on the back of the box blade and the disker, and we're gonna try and smooth this field out a little bit and lay some grass seed on it and see if we can't adjust the way the field is. But so far, things are looking pretty good as far as that goes. Gonna see what my head of security thinks about this whole thing once we get down here. Yes. And the girls do not like the fact that they were not allowed out this morning. So once I get this fence set up and I can let them back out, they're gonna be very happy. So we checked it over last night to make sure that there's no plants in here that they can't eat. The big one for us is mountain laurel. Mountain laurel grows all over the place up here. I've got areas where I've got more than like a square acre of the stuff, and it's like a forest. And getting it out of there is going to be quite a chore, but I'm going to take that chore on because I want to limit the things that are growing here that they can't eat. Plus, I can't put them in that area when it's there. So we've got a lot of this smooth sumac. That doesn't seem to bother them at all. They have no problem with that. Every time we get into a new area, we look at what the plants are. We do a little bit of research to find out whether or not they're going to be okay with it. You know, see my beard? Yeah, it's a little crazy. So, she found something to chew on. She has been full-on puppy this morning. Yeah. She wants to play. Let her explore a little bit. So, we've got this ditch. I mowed all the way down to the edge. A little precarious. But we've got this ditch lined up with the fence. I'm going to put the goats in here and let them do their thing. And hopefully, they can start grooming some of these bushes, and we'll come back in afterwards with the loppers, cut some of these trees down, get in here with the excavator, and I'll start adjusting the way some of this mounds of dirt are. We've got these mounds of dirt that are left over from when Jafana and I built the road. So this road right here, I had to cut the dirt out and I piled it up on the hill above, and then we've used that soil for other projects. But once you do that, once you've got it piled up and once you've dug into it, you have all these uneven piles, and you've got to come back later and deal with it, or you're always going to have uneven piles. And this is one of them where, if you see, the natural slope should be kind of like this, and it's a big lumpy mess right there. So I'm going to make use of that soil. We're going to move it to a couple of spots. We're going to fill holes with it. The work never stops. We've been here, I mean, we just moved in a couple months ago, but we've been up here doing stuff for more than 5 years. It's just takes a lot. Came down here to assist me. Come on, sweetie. All right, I gotta move this last piece of fence down here, connect it, and start tying things together, and I should be okay. And we're trying to figure out what cut our fence. There's a spot, it was up near the top. I don't think we were mowing close to it and threw anything into it, but there were 3 lines that were cut, just like something swiped right down and cut it. So, I don't think an animal can do that, even if it's off, because we had it off at night a couple times. I'm thinking we must have been mowing close to it and cast something into it, rock or a stick. Yes, ladies, I hear you. I've got the fence twisted, so I got to undo the whole thing. Not a big deal. But I lost a dog in the process. That's a big deal. Aya. Hey, Apollo, where'd that dog go? Apollo probably doesn't want me to find her. She's been a little overwhelming with him today. He's playful with the ball, but he's not puppy playful, and she's running around jumping in his face. I don't think he was digging on that. In fact, he gave her a little bit of discipline this morning. She cried for about 30 seconds. He didn't actually touch her, but he snarled at her and barked, and she cowered down and cried. Back in order, and that'll shift as she gains weight and maturity. When she hits about 70, 80 pounds and starts to get a sense of herself, that dynamic is going to shift. She had me running up this hill last night because she didn't want to get locked up with the goats. So when I put her down to get goat feed, she took off in a sprint for the back porch. And I discovered that she can run almost faster than me. Come here. Oh, let's get back down there. I've only got about 45 minutes left and I get it logged on for work, so we gotta get this fence done. Okay, come on. She's gonna run right back to that porch. Come on. Come on, sugar. Go get him. Go after him. See if you can catch him. I shouldn't be teaching her to catch things, but she's a puppy and she's got to get that energy out. Plus, she's pretty underweight. When I bought her, she was 8 weeks old, and she probably should have been between 13 and 15 pounds at that point. And when I took her to the vet, right at 9 weeks going into the vet, she is weighing 9 pounds on the button. So all that worm load, all that parasite load that she had was really pulling her down. And I think that there was a lot of competition for food with the other puppies in the last week. When I put that food down, she smells it, you can forget about it. You ain't holding her, you ain't doing nothing. She's got to get to that food. They do not like being kept inside this pen when they're getting used to being able to run all over the place out here and get to all the good stuff. Plus, as soon as I let them in right there, they're going to go after those trees. They're going to be living in high cotton for a while. I hear you. Twiggy is always slightly ostracized. She is at the bottom of the pecking order. She's the Me Too tag-along. They give her a hard time. Animals aren't always nice to each other. Now I just gotta walk the fence real quick, and you just need to make little pig noises, right? Yeah. You'll be all right. You'll grow into it. You'll get there. And you can see they have really cleaned house on this hill. This is all goat right here. This was really thick, like right through here. I mowed a path right through so I could put the fence, but all the rest of this is goat. 4 goats. Unbelievable how much of a difference they could make. For one thing, you gotta connect the fence. See if I can hold this and do it at the same time. There, that's fastened. It's not gonna come undone. I'm gonna take this string and I'm just gonna basically pull these two together so they don't get some stupid idea to try it because they see a gap. Because every time those goats see a gap, they decide they're gonna try to put their body through it. I don't know why that is, but it's the darndest thing. Yeah, that's pretty good. Investigating everything. Let's go up this hill. Yeah, let's go up this hill. I'm gonna put you up here. Actually, I'm not gonna put you down in this tall grass yet. It's a little thick. I ain't sure what's in it. That's not goat. That's some of the visitors we get at night. There's a lot of fresh deer poop out here this morning. So last night when we were pulling the fence out, we had a doe that was working this field and we pushed her off. I'm sure that there's plenty of other deer rolling through here at night. I haven't put out any game cams this year because I've been too busy to worry about prepping for hunting season. The only thing I really need to do is bring another string over here and lace this together with the pole to make sure nothing can squeeze through there. And I should be good. So I'm gonna go grab that real quick. And then I can get to work because I got 30 minutes. That's one of the things about having a lot of different projects going at the same time, is you don't get to bring them to full closure before you're into the next thing. And a lot of times you're running 3 or 4 of them at the same time. There he goes. Hot pursuit. She wants so bad to be chums with him. I'm sure when she gets a little bit older, they'll be friends. Okay, I've got it all set up. I think we're good. You can see right over here where I was talking about where something cut through there. I don't know what that was, but peculiar. I'm gonna patch that up at some point over the next couple days, but I am gonna let these girls out and let them check out the new digs. Hey ladies, you wanna come out? Hey goats. Come on ladies. Yeah, let's throw open the gate. Hey, look at that. Get out and explore the world. I need to make this fence hot and quickly because this is all new territory. They respect that fence. They see it. They don't want to mess with it, but every once in a while, I see one of them reach out her nose and test it. Then they all run back to the barn because they're scared because something just happened. All right, while they're checking out the digs, I'm gonna grab the tester and make sure it's hot all the way to the other side. Whew, it's morning. Dog is outside with Jafana. Of course, the dog's eating stuff out of the dirt, which, you know, it's kind of how it got sick in the first place. The dog is definitely sick. Lab results came back yesterday, and the dog has giardia, which is a parasite that often comes from fecal contamination into water, or with puppies, you could just be eating somebody's poo. She was in with some chickens because they were trying to get the animals trained to be poultry guardians, and chicken poo as well. So I'm sure there were lots of infection opportunities there. We've got all the meds we could possibly imagine, and we're getting her straight. Gave her first 2 doses of the medication for it yesterday. I know that it makes you very sick, especially if you're small like a puppy. Canceled the visit of my granddaughters coming up here just because I don't want to have the potential for the baby to get sick. And my daughter has a dog as well, so I don't want her dog to get sick. Apollo seems fine. He's not interested in the puppy's poop, so hopefully he'll be okay and that'll continue. I'll be keeping an eye on him, keeping an eye on the goats, but the dog's doing all right. I am getting breakfast ready. We have switched her over to chicken and rice, and it's just going to be chicken and rice for a little while. Very bland diet, plenty of protein, some carbs. Nice bland diet to help calm the stomach, because right now it's like a cow with scours. It's pretty bad. I've run through this before. I've had another 35 years ago, had a pound puppy, got from the SPCA.
really, really sick. Ran through a lot of medications with him to get him healthy. But he ended up growing into a 100-pound beast. So I think we can handle this. This one seems to be a lot better off. Energy levels were really, really low yesterday, but appetite was good. So she ate and basically slept all day. And I broke down and had Lauren bring her inside so she could stay cool because it was 96 degrees in the shade. And I was just watching her lay there and pant, knowing that she's probably getting dehydrated from all the problems with loose stools. So you got to make some adjustments and decide whether or not it's more important to be hardcore and keep the dog outside or keep it alive and bring it in where it's going to be cool. I don't have one of those big plush barns with a cement floor where it would stay relatively cool inside even on a hot day. I've got a tiny little goat barn and I've got to work with what I've got. Definitely looking a little bit perky today, so you hold that. I'm going to see if I can get this medicine inside of her. Yes, I know. You're going to try to get this bowl from me. I don't know what I was thinking, bringing the whole thing here. You're going to hold that for me too. I'm going to, because if I put it down, she's going right in that bowl.
It's Operation Aya.
I know. I'm going to try to hide this half of a pill in here. I think she'll wolf it down so fast that she won't even know it was there. Oh yeah, hungry. Let me get another piece of chicken. All right. She seems like she's got a little more energy than she had yesterday morning too.
It was freaking hot too. I know, she looks better all the way around. Like I think she does.
There we go. All right.
Gotta keep going.
Here you go, sweetheart. Chicken and rice. That's what's on the menu. She is a bag of bones though. If you look at her, she looks like she's wearing somebody's 3 sizes too big fur coat. She is a bag of bones, but she's gonna fill that stomach with rice and chicken. And I'm gonna get 3 more meals in her today. So I gave her 4 meals yesterday. Part of the reason is she's kicking it out and she's not getting as much nutrition out of it. And I wanna make sure she's got enough nutrition because in addition to everything else she's fighting right now, I've already seen her grow. I mean, we've had her here for a week and she has grown. She's at least an inch longer than she was when we got her. She's taller than she was when we got her. So with all that natural growth that's happening and you don't have enough nutrition, there's going to be some problems. So we're going to get her healthy, we're going to get her strong, and she is going to be big. You looking for more chicken?
Yes. Yes. She's like, forget the rice. Where's the chicken?
Well, she'll eat it.
She will.
I think Lauren fed him.
Oh, she belly crawled up to him today.